Namaste, welcome to this Yoga Basics class. In this practice, we'll be focusing on the yogic teaching of Asteya, which means non-stealing, and we'll be working to embody this teaching in our physical practice on the mat. To begin, bring the hands to the heart as we set our intention to practice Asteya. Close the eyes, dip the chin. Breathe into the heart. Breathe out from the heart. As you turn the gaze down and in towards the heart space, we ask for the knowledge and understanding that we have everything we need. And if we just allow the space for it, whatever is meant for us will come. In this practice, we invite spaciousness, receptivity. We shift out of lack and into abundance. We practice Asteya with faith. Take a deep breath in and receive an imprint of your intention. Slow breath out. And then release the hands to the thighs, palms facing up, indicating that we are receptive. Lift the chin and softly open your eyes. Come now into a tabletop position on your mat. Hands and knees. Starting with thread the needle pose, bring the back of your left hand to the mat and reach your left hand towards the side. The left side of your head comes down to the mat. Walk your right hand off to the wood, TP the fingers, and then draw that right shoulder back. To deepen the twist here, reach your right arm up, send it back behind you, grip your left inner thigh, and then draw that right upper arm bone back. Breathe in, expand the side ribs. Breathe out. And then release the right hand down to the floor. Press the palm down. As you inhale, counter twist the other way. Left hand reaches up. Look up. And exhale, left hand comes down. Back of your right hand to the mat this time. Reach the right hand across. Right side of your head comes to the mat. When you can walk the left hand off to the side of the mat, TP the fingers. Draw the left shoulder back. Maybe take the half bind, left hand comes back. Grip the inner thigh with your left hand and draw the left shoulder back. Feel the side ribs expanding as you inhale. And gently recoiling as you exhale. And then release, left hand comes back to the floor, press the palm, inhale, reach the right arm up, counter twist. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Tuck the toes now, walking the hands back towards the knees until you start to feel a stretch in the soles of the feet and the toes here. Opening up the energetic channels of the feet to receive. If this is already a big stretch here, take it easy, stay here. Otherwise you can walk the hands back onto the thighs, maybe even reach the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lifting the heart space. Breathing slowly and deeply. Breathe in, breathe out, and then release. Hands to the floor, gently pat out the feet. And now tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. And now let's align our dogs. Bending the knees, lifting the heels, feet are hip distance apart. Spread the fingers, look forwards to the hands. Now ground your index knuckles down. Rotate your upper arm bones forward, creating that opposite action. Lift the sit bones, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, start to stretch the backs of your legs, gazing towards the feet. Send the heels down towards the mat, any amount, as long as the spine stays long. So we're not sacrificing the integrity of the spine here for the sake of straightening the knees. Breathe into the side and back ribs. Good. On your next in-breath, lift your right leg up and back behind you to a three-legged dog. And then bend the right knee, stack the right hip over the left hip. See if you can see your right foot under your left armpit here. And now press the right hand down into the mat. Draw your right ribs down so that your navel center is this midpoint of rotation. One more breath here. And then exhale, right legs come forward, hanging plank, look forward. TP the right hand, step or carry that right foot to the front, come into a runner's lunge. Drop the left knee down, inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. Now press your right foot into the floor, activate your right glute, feel your inner thighs magnetizing towards the midline and your outer hips squeezing in. Reaching the arms up, steady the breath. Finding a place in the pose that feels fair without pushing. Reach the hands back, interlace the fingers. When we're pushing or forcing the body, it's like we're stealing the pose that's not being offered by the body. And when we're forcing the pose or we're stealing in our asana practice, the body tends to resist, the skin tightens, there's tension in the body. So we really want to stay in that nice hum in this practice. Reach the hands forward, frame the front foot now and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the left hip over the right hip, look under your right shoulder. Now press the left palm down and draw your left rib cage back towards the mat. So you're squaring the shoulders as you open the hip. Good, inhale. Exhale, come forward, hanging plank, knee to nose. Hover here, TP the left hand, step or carry the foot forward. Drop the right knee down, inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. Good, once again, press that left foot down, activate the left glute. Inner thighs pull in, and then reach the hands back, interlace the fingers, finding that fair space. Breathing in, and breathing out. One more breath. And then release the hands, bring the hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Really working to stay connected to a deep breath in this practice. Now look forwards to your hands, start to walk the feet to the front of your mat. Come into a ragdoll pose, feet hip distance apart, grab opposite elbows, hang the head and sway from left to right. Keeping freedom in your neck, moving the shoulder blades up and away from the ears. Bend the knees any amount. And then release the right hand to the floor, bring the left hand to the sacrum. Straighten your left knee as you look over your left shoulder, maybe even stretching the left arm up, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other, gazing up to your top thumb. And then changing side, left hand comes down, right hand to sacrum, straighten the right knee, bend the left knee, look over the right shoulder. And then maybe, if it feels fair, stretch the right arm up. And then release, right hand comes down, press down through the feet, get really grounded through the legs. Slowly start to unravel the spine, round your lower back, chin into chest, round your mid back, your upper back, and then roll your shoulders down and back, lift the crown of your head, bring the hands to the heart, close your eyes, activate Ujjayi breath. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose, creating that light constriction through the back of your throat. Steadying the breath. Remember your intention. And staying attuned to the sound, the sensation, and the balanced flow of your breath as we move through our sun salutations. Release the hands now. Soften your knees, opening your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up, palms touch. Exhale, bending forward, bowing down, touch the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, right foot steps back, runner's lunge. TP the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forwards into plank. Now hold it here. Firm your thighs. Lift the backs of your knees up to the sky. Press your heels back. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. Now lift the space between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Hug the lower belly in. Activate your core now by dragging your heels, your feet towards your hands towards your feet energetically without moving them. Pulling towards the midline. Hold, hold, hold. We'll take another breath. And then exhale, move the chest forward. Option to lower the knees down. We're lowering down for 5. 4. Scoop the belly in. 3. Keep the chest moving forward. 2. 1. Hover. And then come all the way to the mat now. Stretch your hands back. Tops of the feet press down and your forehead comes to the mat. Really firm your thighs and lift your kneecaps. Roll your inner thighs up to the sky. Press your pinky toe sides of your feet down into the mat. Scoop the belly in. Sink your pubic bone down. Now lift your shoulder blades up. Lift your hands. Feel the space between your shoulder blades engage. Now lift the chest, the head, the feet, lift everything up. Come into full Shavasana pose. Keep those inner thighs rolling up. Now maybe reaching the hands back, interlacing the fingers here. If it's accessible, press the fist back, lift the heart. One more breath. And then release the hands down in line with the chest. Press the feet down, lift the heart, cobra pose. Elbows draw in, heart lifts. And then lower the chest, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Right foot steps forward between the hands. Option to drop the knees down. Inhale, look forward as you lengthen. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, lengthen, rise all the way up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands down, soften the knees. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow forward, touch the earth. Inhale, unfog the mirror, Ujjayi breath, half lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, look forward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, knees or feet. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Firm the thighs. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Steady breath in. Slow breath out. Good, one more in breath. And then exhale, left foot steps forward between the hand, option to drop the knees down first. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Breathe in, halfway lift, get really long in the spine. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, lengthen, sit bones draw towards the heels as you rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart, close the eyes, Ujjayi breath. And gently open the eyes, release the hands, bend the knees, sit back like you're sitting in a chair, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. Breathe in. As you breathe out, descend the hips a little more, lengthen your tailbone down, scoop the belly in, hug the ribs in, and then spiral your upper arm bones forward, pinkies towards the midline, gaze up in between the hands. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the heart. Press your thumbs to your sternum. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your left elbow towards the outside of your right knee. Feel your shoulder blades gliding down. Keep your thumbs at your sternum. Breathe in, knees are in line. Breathe out, twist, look over that right shoulder. Have a little peek, check that your knees are still in line with each other and that your left knee isn't creeping forward. Last breath here. Good, now exhale, look down at the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up, keep the hips low. Exhale, fold forward, touch the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, rise all the way up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms, sit back, chair pose. Hold it here, tailbone draws down. Pubic bone lifts. Sink down into the hips. Breathe in. And then breathe out, hands to heart. Inhale, find a little more length, telescope the crown of the head forward, and then exhale, twist to the left, hook your right elbow now outside of the left knee, thumbs towards the sternum, peek down, check the knees are in line, breathing in, and then on the breath out, deepen the twist, over that left shoulder, last breath. As you exhale, look down at the feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. And exhale, folding forward, release. Well done. Breathe in, halfway lift. And then breathe out, just stepping straight back, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, lift your right leg high, do a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank. Move the shoulders forward over the wrists, heel to butt, look forward. Inhale, take it back, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank, hover. Now TP that right hand, step or carry the foot to the front. Inhale, runner's lunge. Reach the right hand up as you press the left hand down. Twisted lunge or easy twist. Go, keep that back thigh strong. One more breath. Good, and then bring the right hand back down. Runner's lunge. Spin your left heel to the ground. Heel to heel alignment. Ground down through your feet. Bring the arms up, warrior two pose. So check your right shin is vertical. The knife edge of your left foot is grounded down. Left thigh is super strong. Hips are level. Stretch the arms out long. Gazing over that right middle finger. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, descend the hips. Just 2 more breaths here. The shoulders soft. And now slowly straighten that right leg. Both legs straight now. Really engage your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps up. Stretch your arms long. Reach the right hand forward. Dip the left hip back. Reach, reach, reach. Bring the right hand to your shin, the floor or a block. Left hand reaches up. That's it. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. Press your tailbone back. Trikonasana. Pressing down through the feet here. Find that solid foundation in the pose. And now gazing down at your right foot, bump your left foot forward 45 degrees. Place both hands on your shin bone. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold forward over the front leg. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. And just spiral or corkscrew that right thigh bone backwards. Your left hip bone presses forward. So you're squaring the hips to the front. And just notice here the groove that the body is offering you. And slip into that. Not needing it to be anything more or less. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands back up onto the shin. Now the left hand comes either to the floor or block on the outside of your right foot or to the shin bone. Right hand comes to the sacrum. Inhale, find length in the spine. And then exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Revolve triangle pose. Good, hug that right hip in towards the midline. Feel your inner thighs magnetizing in, and then maybe stack that right shoulder over the left. Last breath. Good, now look down at your right foot. Bend the right knee as you frame the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Now drop your knees to the floor. Take the knees wide, big toes touch. Come into a child's pose. Turn the palms to face up. Indicating that we are receptive. Receptive to accepting what comes. That there isn't a need for us to chase after anything. And that will clog the space to receive what is meant for us. That will obstruct the path of our dharma. So we are completely surrendering here and opening to the faith that the universe has our back. And the chest. Look forward and slowly pressing yourself back up, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, lift the left leg high to a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank. Inhale, take it back three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, hanging plank. Hover here, TP the left hand, step or carry it through. Right hand presses down, left hand reaches up, easy twist. And then just reaching that left arm back in space, opening the left side body. Being really, really receptive and spacious in the body. And then left hand comes down now. Spin your right heel down, heel to heel alignment. And then reach the arms out, warrior two pose. Good. Once again, left shin is vertical. Right thigh bone is super strong. Quadricep engaged. Hips are level. Strong arms. Gaze towards that left middle finger. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, descend the hips a little more. One more breath. Good. Now slowly straighten the left leg. Firm your thighs, lift your kneecaps. Hinge at your left hip crease this time. So hinging through the hip rather than side bending through the torso. Reach as far as you can, and then the left hand comes to the shin block or floor. Right hand reaches up. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Feel the thighs super strong here. Pressing down through the left big toe as you corkscrew that left upper thigh bone back. Shoulders glide down, heart lifts. Just 2 more breaths. Notice if the skin is tightening or hardening, find that fair space. And now look down at your left foot. Right foot bumps forward 45 degrees and then place the hands on the shin bone. Inhale, lift the heart. Again, corkscrew the left thigh back, right hip forward. And then exhale, folding forward. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Drawing the nose towards the shin bone any amount. Notice the groove the body offers. Whatever the body is offering, just accept it gratefully. Without needing it to be more or less. Just really being present and receptive to what is being offered by the body. And then inhale, lift the chest. Hands come back to the shin bone. Now, the right hand can either stay on the shin bone or come to the floor or block. Left hand to sacrum. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. Good. Hug that left hip into the midline. Magnetize the inner thighs in. Spiral the heart towards the sky. Good. Stacking the shoulders one on top of the other. Steady the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out, look down at your left foot, frame the foot, bend the left knee, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Steady breath. And then drop the knees to the floor now. Step the feet out in front of you, holding on behind the knees. Coming now into boat pose, Navasana. Holding behind the knees, lean the chest back, lift the heart. Scoop the belly in. Now lift the feet off the floor, shin bones parallel to the floor. If it's accessible and your spine is nice and long, then you can stretch the arms forward, maybe even straighten the knees. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last breath. Now cross your shin bones, fold forward, release the low back. Breathe into the side and back ribs. And slowly coming back up for a second round of Navasana, feet to the floor, hands behind the knees leaning back, extend the spine, pop the feet up, arms forward, and then for a little more fire in the belly, straighten the legs. 5, 4, 3, staying connected to a deep breath. 2, last breath. Good, change the cross of the shin bones this time, folding forward. And then coming back up, feet to the floor. Hands behind the knees, lean back. Stretch the arms forward. Now this time, curl the tailbone forward and slowly round your lower back, your mid back. Come all the way to the floor, stretch the legs out long. Just take a mini Shavasana here. Now zip the inner thighs in. Squeeze the thighs together, bring the hands to the heart, coming now into low boat pose. Scoop the belly in, tuck the chin, lift the chest and the head off the floor. Now if this is already enough on your core, stay here. Otherwise, pop the feet up, option to modify by bending the knees. We're here for 5. 4, keep the navel drawing in. 3, 2, last breath, and then exhale, release. Flop the feet open, the hands open. And then hug the knees to the chest. Press the lower spine into the floor. Stretch the left leg long, hugging the right knee only now. Work into that right hip joint. Hold the right knee with the left hand as you pull that right knee across, grounding it down into the floor, and then reaching the right arm to the right. Gaze towards your right thumb. Sending the breath into the right rib cage, into the right lobe of the lung. Stretching the tissue between the ribs with your breath. The muscles, connective tissue there. And then slowly come onto your back. Changing sides, now hug the left knee. And gently pulling that left knee across to the right now, grounded into the floral block. Left arm to the left. Gaze towards your left hand. Send the breath into the left rib cage, left lobe of the lung. And slowly come back, hug that knee to the chest. Hug both knees one more time. Gripping behind the knees now, rock and roll along your spine and come into a seated position. Or just press yourself straight up into seated. Finishing now with our Pranayama practice, Nadi Shodhana, sitting up on a block or cushion, kneeling or cross-legged, or even laying on your back if it feels more accessible for you. So with this breath practice, the right hand comes up in front of the face, the ring and pinky finger draw together, the middle and index finger touch and the thumb is off onto the side. Start by pressing the middle and index finger in towards the third eye. That's the space above and between your eyebrows. Just massaging that point with your fingers. Hovering the outside fingers over the left nostril and the thumb over the right nostril. Just begin by taking a breath in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Just noticing here the balance of flow between each side. Now inhale through both once again. Close your left nostril. Exhale through your right. Inhale right. Close your right. Pause a moment. Open your left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, pause. Open right, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, retaining the breath. Open left, exhale left. And just continue now at your own pace, finding a rhythm that feels comfortable. Alternate nostril breathing. Balancing here the left and right hemispheres of the body, left and right energy channels. Bringing us back into harmony and balance. Balancing mind and heart. Outer and inner worlds. Keeping your internal focus, your inner gaze lifted up and in towards your third eye. Space above and between your eyebrows. And about an inch in towards your midbrain. Keeping the heart lifted. And just finishing one more breath here, completing your exhalation through your left nostril. And then returning the right hand down, palms facing up. Thumb and index finger touch in Gayana Mudra. Eyes closed, awareness in. And just acknowledging here that you've made it this far in your life so far. And that although there's been bumps in the road, there's been challenges, everything that you've ever needed was provided to you in exactly the right time that you needed it. And just dropping into this deep sense of trust. Trust that you will be taken care of. Trust in the benevolent unfolding of your life. Keeping the face soft, jaw soft. And just resting in this knowledge, in this space of Asteya, for another minute or so. Take a couple of deeper breaths and dip the chin. Softly open your eyes as you transition now onto your back for Shavasana. Stretch the legs out long. Allow the feet to flop open, the arms to come a few inches away from the body. Closing the eyes now, sinking in to that very potent space, the innermost self. Just resting there in your essential nature, in that place where there is no fear. Complete surrender into stillness. Connecting the breath back to the body. And slowly bringing your awareness back, upward and outward to the outer shell. Inviting gentle movement. Reaching the arms up, stretching the shoulders. And then rolling now onto your side, resting on your side for a moment. Slowly pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands to the heart. And we'll seal our practice with one round of Om. Take a deep breath in. Lift the heart. Slow breath out. Breathe in for the chant. Om. Remembering always that you have everything that you need. May we remain present and receptive to the offerings of the moment, so that we can experience the grace and generosity that is meant for us. Thank you for practicing with me from my heart to yours. Namaste.